Hello everyone, welcome to my channel NetSec. This is Johnny. In today's video, I'm gonna talk about the Psychotic Privilege Manager. This is endpoint privilege management and application control software. It can give you full control of your end users' computers' privileged permission, and also give you full control how you want them to run the application on their endpoint computer. Through application control policies you configured in Psychotic privilege management software, you can seamlessly give your normal user a privileged permission to run certain IT tasks, to run certain applications, which can greatly reduce the workload for your IT and your help desk desktop support. In this video, I'm going to show you how to download and configure Psychotic Privilege Manager to do your basic tasks. From Psychotic website, you can go to free trials. Then you can choose either secret server, privilege manager, account lifecycle manager, password reset server, DevOps secret vault to start your trial. So for this video, I'm gonna do the privilege manager. You can get the 30 days to access 50 desktops and 10 servers. Once you fill this form, send it out, then in probably less than 1 minute, you will get a similar email like this. Then you can start to download your privilege manager, and then you can get the installation and the upgrade guide to show you how to do all work. Accept the end user license agreement. Next. Then you can download the privilege manager installer or privilege manager application files, which you're gonna use it for a manual installation. You can just do the privilege manager installer. Let's take a quick look of the diagram for this privilege manager lab. So we have our gateway 192.168.2.1 to go internet. We have our domain controller has been configured 192.168.2.14. We also have our Psychotic privilege manager and the Windows 10 test machine. So we're gonna install Psychotic privilege manager on this machine. As you can see, in my VMware workstation, I have two machines right now. One is 2016 privilege manager. I have downloaded the privilege manager installation file into the temp folder. It's about 483 megabytes. I have Windows 10 machine. Both are already joined the domain and using domain admin account logged into those two machines. Let's start to installation. So we can right click setup file, run as administrator. If you don't have a domain admin permission or local admin permission, then just run as administrator. The installation window finally shows up. We can install secret server or privilege manager or both on this machine. So they are using same installation file for secret server and the privilege manager. Since this video is going to focus on privilege manager, I'm going to only pick privilege manager in this installation. Next. For demo purpose, I'm using SQL Server Express on this server. It's going to be downloaded automatically and then installed on this machine first, and continue to installation Psychotic Privilege Manager. You do a check prerequisite first. Once the installation wizard found some failed prerequisite, then you can click Fix Issues to automatically fix it. So this is going to take probably 10 minutes to get everything to be fixed. I'll come back after this fix done. A dependencies installation has been completed. You can see it says clean up successful. So it took about 8 minutes. So it will recheck those prerequisites again. Unfortunately, we have to do reboot because of HTTPS binding. It's gonna need a reboot to fix this issue. So we're gonna wait the prerequisite check again and then reboot the machine. Click back and cancel the installation. Reboot the server. System has been rebooted. We're gonna reinstall Privilege Manager again. Uncheck Secret Server. Install SQL Server Express. There's a bit of warning message for HTTPS binding for a self-signed certificate. We are fine with that, so let's continue. I don't have email server. I don't even bother to configure one. So let's skip email. Now we're gonna do install SQL Express, set up site name, and Privilege Manager gonna be installed on this folder. Privilege Manager app name gonna be run as app pool identity. Email server gonna skip. Install. This is going to Microsoft website, download SQL Server Express version, and then I install it. The whole process probably take another 10 minutes. So I'm gonna stop here and come back when it's done. Finally, after about 30 minutes waiting, the installation just finished. We can view the log files. Bundle logs. It started from 1401. It finished around 31, so 30 minutes. The script finished the installation. So now we can open this URL to log into our Privilege Manager without reboot required. Our service has been restarted by itself, so we can directly open our browser to log it in. Because we are using self-signed certificates, so that's a warning message from Google Chrome. We can close the installation wizard since we have finished the installation. We can create our local admin account and log in from there. So I'm gonna create one local admin account. we're gonna use that account. Time to do login. So now we finished our installation. We're gonna start into the configuration. We can configure it with Azure AD or we can using NTLM. Right now we are using NTLM to do authentication, which is local admin account. We don't need to set up our SMTP server, but we do need to install agent. So it's simple. Just click the link. It will bring you to the software download page. There's a bundled privilege manager agent installer. So you can download it here. It's only 20 megabytes. So what we can do, we can just copy this one into our Windows 10 machine. Double click it. You will get this configuration window and the base URL. This is our base URL. We don't need the install code. Let's grow this one. Go to admin agent. You will find our installation code and copy that. Install. Click yes. And we need to restart the machine. We do have this a digital sign. The driver is required to issue Windows blocked the installation of digitally unsigned drive. So we're gonna fix this very easily using local policy, group policy. It can be easily disabled, that verification for the unsigned certificate. Security settings. Windows component. Application compatibility here. So we need to put this on enabled, which means turn off program compatibility assistant. After that done, you might need to reboot the machine. So that's pretty much everything for today's video. Thank you for watching.